Hey there, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're opening up some advent calendars. So that's a little bit of a false claim. I am not actually unboxing any advent calendars. What I'm doing is, so I was curious about the upcoming advent calendar season, if you will. So I started doing some research, hunting around online, seeing where all the sneak peeks and spoilers were. And then I decided you guys might want to know that too. I don't normally film these sneak peeks and spoiler videos. I leave that to people who do it on a more regular basis. Christina Marie, True Ones, they both do spoiler videos on the regular. But I couldn't really find this particular information anywhere on YouTube because where else would I look first, right? So I started hunting around on my own and I put a list together and now I'm going to share it with you guys. So if you want to know all the dish that I could find on this season's awesome advent calendars and some look backs on last year's to see what we can expect, then stick around. If you're new to this channel, make sure you take a second and like, comment, subscribe, do all that good YouTubey stuff so you get notified of all my other awesome videos. I do have notes I will be looking through this time. I don't normally do notes, but there are a lot of advent calendars out there. Okay, so if you are new to the advent calendar world, you can certainly search in the YouTube bar advent calendar and go down that rabbit hole for the next 6 days. There are a lot of them. One particular article that I have been referencing a lot is from Cosmo, and they list their 60 favorite. 60. And that's just their favorites. So they range in price, I will tell you. They aren't cheap. They start around $40, $50 for most boxes. They start. Most of them are in the $200 to $300 range, and lots of them go up to $300, $400, $500 for an advent calendar. So if you're thinking, what the heck would I pay $500 for? I'll go through some of that. I would not ever pay $500 for an advent calendar. There are plenty of people that do. There are advent calendars that sell out in 5 minutes every year that are $300, $400, $500. I'm looking at like the $50 one, but I will go through them. The ones that we know exactly what's in them, I will let you know what the estimated value of the products are, so you can see how good of a deal it is. And remember, it's not a good deal if you're not going to use all those products. How I'm going to do this video, I do have my notes here and I have my laptop so I can do some quick referencing, but mostly I will do either cutaways or cut in picture so you can see photos of either the new one if we already have a sneak peek of it, or last year's if I could find that. I will, like I said, try to cover prices and values as we go through them and what you can expect in those boxes. Alright, so the way advent calendars work, in case you don't know at all what an advent calendar is, they usually will come in either 12 or 25. The traditional advent calendar is going to be 25 boxes with little gifts in them. Some boxes are great big, like the one you saw in my thumbnail. That was actually one from last year that Wicked Awesome Lifestyles actually ordered, and then they sent it to me with new products in it as a Christmas gift. Actually, I think I won it. Anyway. So yeah, you'll get a box of some sort and it will have little drawers usually that slide out, and the drawers will have little products in them. So the first box we have is Lancome. So Lancome's is a 25-day, it's $130. Theirs is going to be all one brand, so it's going to be an advent calendar of 25 Lancome products. So if you're looking to snag Lancome's whole product line in one foul swoop for 130 bucks, this is a great deal. They're obviously not going to be full size every product for $130 because Lancome's not a cheap brand. There's going to be a lot of samples and deluxe. There may be a few full size products mixed in. Kells is very similar. They have, theirs is $115. It won't be available until October. I believe Lancome's is already available. But Kells is really, I didn't actually know this. Kells is supposedly actually a men's brand. I own several Kells products. I had no idea. But yeah, so if you're looking to snag one of those advent calendars, $115, it'll be available in October. Is it L'Occitane? I don't even know how to say that one. Picture inserted here. They're going to have 3 options for their advent calendar this year. Of course, like the other ones, this is going to be all one brand. It's going to be all of their signature. So they have 3 options. They're actually different themed boxes. I think one of them is like the luxury box, one of them is the everyday box, and I forget what the other one is. I can't remember the exact names of them, but they range in price from $65 to $190. But they have listed what products will be in each of their boxes, and their values run from $120 to $280. So about half off if you were to actually intend on purchasing all of those products. Again, this is a situation where if you're only going to use half the products, then you could just buy those products and not take up space with the other ones. But you can use them for gifts, whatever. Let's see, there's also Charlotte Tilbury, I believe, has a 12-day advent calendar coming out, but I don't have any other spoilers on that. I will show you what last year's looked like, and I don't know the price off the top of my head for that one. It is, again, not a cheap box, but if you're looking to snag, it's going to be their best sellers, I believe, this year. So if you're looking to snag Charlotte Tilbury's 12 best sellers all in one box, there's a great opportunity to do it at a discount. But it will not be a cheap box. I don't have a price for that one yet, but it will not be a cheap box. There's ASOS, which I actually was not even familiar with, but it won several best ofs for last year. They actually have 2 boxes this year. They have a 12 and a 24-day box. And the 12 is only $40. Last year's 12 was only $40. I don't have an exact price yet. I will put in cutaways for all of these as we go, but their box is going to be a mixed blend of different brands. So you're not just getting all of one brand. You're going to be getting, there'll be, who knows. I think last year it had like NARS in it, it had Natasha Denona in it. It's a mix of products. There's Net-a-Porter, which I actually was not familiar with. So with advent calendars, they are very big in Europe, even more so than they are in the States. A lot of brands, actually, everything's listed in euros. It's not even listed in US dollars. I had to do conversions. So Net-a-Porter, I believe, is a UK brand or company, but they have a high-end luxury advent calendar. I believe it's 25 days. The price is $265. I know, our hair's blowing back. But the value, $1,500 is what they're claiming the value of the box is. A lot of the time you'll see with these, particularly with the brand specific ones, you'll see a bit about the value is about double the price of the advent calendar. So $1,500 for a $260 box is pretty amazing. So definitely look at that one, look through the products. I don't know the specifics on shipping to the US, so look into that as well. There is Balm Cosmetics, which has 3 options, and there is one starting at $20. So that is a brand I wasn't particularly familiar with, but it was one of the cheaper boxes I found, so I wanted to mention it to you if you guys want to look it up. That one's Balm Cosmetics. Lush, if you're familiar with Lush, they have a very popular advent calendar as well. It's going to be all bath and body products, but mostly bath. So bath bombs, handmade soaps, things like that. And it's all organic, hippie, vegan, delicious. Makes great Christmas gifts too, so keep the ones you like and box up the rest for someone's present. So it's already available in the UK. It won't be available in the US until the end of September. So they have 2 boxes from Lush this year. I think they did as well last year. They have a 25-day and a 12-day. They are not cheap. So the 12-day is $90 for 12 bath products. The 25, $220. If you're a big fan of Lush, you know every product in their store is $10 to $20 and up. They have $60 bath washes. So if you're the person who buys $60 bath washes, this advent calendar might be right up your alley. That one is definitely going to be one brand only. They won't have any other brands in their box. There's Feel Unique, which is another one I was not familiar with, but they have, it's available now, and apparently it sold out last year. $140. The value of all the products listed is $450. And they're another mixed, pretty high-end brand. So take a look at that one. Feel Unique. There's Elle, apparently does an advent calendar. I didn't even know half of these companies did advent calendars. But they're another mixed brand. There's $175. I told you, most of these are going to be $150 to $200 plus. But their value for this box, which they haven't given us an official launch date for it, but they're saying sometime in October. The value of the box is $775. So that's about 70% off. So look through it. If those are products you were really looking to purchase, then it might be worth putting that $175 in to get that amazing deal. Elemis. I know, even I'm tempted on this one. I love Elemis products, I do. This is going to be a single brand box or calendar. It starts at $200, but it's Elemis. I mean, they got moisturizers that are $100 a bottle. So they're saying the value of the box is going to be $500. It is already available. I don't know if they're sold out last year or not, but I know it is a popular one. I don't know that I will go for as much as I love Elemis, $200. I'm sure it's really great value, but will I use $200 worth of Elemis products that I couldn't use with something cheaper? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to tend more towards the mixed brand product or advent calendars, so that you get a little bit of everything. There's not one brand of even my favorite brand I would want to sink $150, $200 into. Let me know what you guys think. So there's Nuxe Beauty or Nuxe, I don't even know how to say it, N-U-X-E, which apparently is an independent brand as well. They have an advent calendar. It's already out now. That's $75. I only came across that one because it was voted in one particular website as one of the best advent calendars from last year. I think they consider $75 a budget advent calendar. I don't, but you can see in the long run, under 100 is pretty much considered a budget advent calendar when it comes to luxury and beauty calendars. There's also Paul and Joe. Theirs is a mixed brand one. You would think that that's all one brand, but it's not. It's a mixed brand. It is going to not be available until November, but it only runs $115, and apparently their value last year was over $400, so another, 70-some% off. So with Origins, they sell that a lot of times at like Ulta, Sephora, places like that. So I actually snagged a few of the Origins Christmas products in the after Christmas sale last year. But their calendars did sell out, at least at my local place. They have a 12-day advent calendar for $60, but the value is only $93. So I'd really have to want to use every item in there for it to be worthwhile, in my opinion. But it's available October 15th if you are interested in that. This year, Cult Beauty, which is another one of those luxury high-end mixed advent calendars, is another one that's a really great value. So $255. Yep, we're inching up there. But it's another one that's got a great value. The value of it is $1,200. So that's like 85% off. And they do have a list already. It comes out in October. They have a wait list available as well. So if you want to check that out, Cult Beauty, just go to their website. You can see everything that's going to be in the box. If you think it's worth investing that $255 to get all those products for the year, then get on the wait list before it fills up. The Body Shop, so I feel like that's kind of in the same range as Origins. The Body Shop has several this year, and I usually see those also at like Sephora and Ulta, but this year they have three. Is it three or four? Actually, I think it's 4 options this year. They start at $50, but they go up to almost $100. Yeah, $55 to $100 is the range for the 4 different boxes, but the value starts at $90, which is only double the cheapest box, but goes up to $600 for the $100 box. So I don't, again, the Body Shop, it's going to be all one brand. I like the Body Shop, but I wouldn't spend $100 at the Body Shop. If you're a fan of the products, or you want to snag 25 Christmas gifts to put in stockings, then maybe that's a great way to spend $100. Probably not one I'm gonna look into, but you guys let me know what you think. I think their boxes are themed. I believe you have to look at the website, but I want to say there was one that was like all bath products, one that was like facial and skincare. I can't remember the exact details, but check it out if you are interested in the Body Shop's advent calendars. Look fantastic. That was the box I was holding in the thumbnail. That was last year's advent calendar. So it's going to be mixed brands. So Look Fantastic, you may be familiar with them from the subscription box that they have, which I've actually never opened on this channel. I should probably get that to open it. But right now we're talking about advent calendars. So with Look Fantastic, of course, it's going to be mixed brands, just like, you know, they're another website like Sephora where you can buy 100 different brands. Their advent calendar is going to be mostly minis or deluxe large samples. It's $100. They do have a list of what's going to be in their advent calendar, and the value comes out to $530. So again, look through it. If it's worth at least $100, then check it out. You can always stash the rest of the products for Christmas gifts. Glossy Box, very similar situation with Glossy Box. It's going to be mixed brands. It's going to be 25 total, but it's going to be a mix of 15 full size and 10 mini. So I actually am already on the waiting list. This is probably the box I am going to get. It's $100. The value is at least $550, and it is available right now. So if you do not have a Glossy Box subscription, you can still order the advent calendar. You just have to wait until the 24th. You have to give all the subscribers 2 weeks to order theirs, and then whatever are left, they will open up to the general public. I don't know if you can get on the waiting list for that if you're not a subscriber, but keep an eye out for it. September 24th, it goes on sale to the general public if you're interested in that one. All right, and then that was most of the beauty advent calendars, the strictly beauty advent calendars. And then I found just a whole bunch of unique honorable mentions, great Christmas gifts advent calendars. So I thought I'd go through some of those as well. So we have the Crazy Scientist advent calendar. This is only $40. And this is a super fun one if you have kids in the house. There are several tea companies that have advent calendars. There's a couple that I feel like deserve a mention. So David's Tea. David's Tea has a, I think it's a 25 for $30. So it's $1, basically $1 a tea. And theirs are the loose leaf teas, so it's not just one tea, it's like a little small bag of tea, so you get probably 2 or even 3 tries out of each one. There's also the, is it Pukka? Is that how you say it? The P-U-K-K-A? You can find examples of last year's on Amazon. I just saw those recently. I actually ordered that after Christmas on Amazon. And it comes, so there's more than one this year, and they range in price from $14 to $20. So I'm not sure specifically what the difference is. I don't know if there's like a green, a black, an herbal. I'm not sure what the differences are, but there are several this year. And they're very affordable. So if you have someone that's a tea lover, that's a great option because it's inexpensive. But they have very good teas. I was very happy with the one I got last year. There's also The Office has a 12 Days of Socks calendar. So Erica, if you're listening, I don't have a price for it yet. I think they did this last year as well. There's The Office, and I think Friends has one too, but I don't know if Friends is socks. I can't remember what I think Friends is Christmas ornaments. I can't remember if it's 12 or 25. I don't know the price, but that's what I'm saying. There is an advent calendar for every fan of everything out there. There is a beef jerky advent calendar. It is just called the Jerky Advent Calendar, and it is $89. I don't know who's eating $89 worth of beef jerky, but if that person is in your life and you want to get them an advent calendar, or it's you, no judgment, maybe a little judgment. Anyway, that's an option. There is, so World Market is another one of those websites. It's kind of like an Amazon, but not really. Like, it's a lot more, I'm not explaining it very well, but they have a lot of different advent calendars pop up on World Market. They do ship to the US, but one in particular that I really loved, and I may actually order for myself or as a gift. It's a really great one. It's from, I don't know if it's Bon or Bonnie Maman, so obviously I'll put the picture up. But it's only $40, and it is a 24-day of mini preserves, and they are the cutest little 1 ounce. They're not huge. They're little 1 ounce jars of preserves, but you get 24 different flavors. It's their whole line. They're supposed to be delicious, and they come in a super cute, like old Victorian house with little boxes that you open, and each day has a different flavored preserve. So a very fun holiday festive advent calendar that is nothing to do with makeup and beauty. And like I said, for $40, I feel like that's very reasonable. Again, you can find that one at worldmarket.com, or you can just Google the name and I'm sure it'll take you to the link. There are several wine one. I guess Aldi originally came out with a wine advent calendar a few years ago, and it went crazy. I will tell you, the Aldi, they still do it. It is very expensive. I don't even think I wrote it down. I felt like it was just too expensive to even, it was something like $250 for a 12-day bottle of wine, or 12 bottles. What I did find is Costco. They have 24 of the half bottles, which is perfect. It's like 2 glasses, and it is only $99. That's how much their 2020 calendar was. In all fairness, it could have gone up. They have not announced their 2021 yet, but it's Costco. It's not going to be insanely expensive, and it's one of the few that's 24 instead of 12. So I thought that was really fun, especially if you like to just sit and have a glass, or you and your spouse, significant other, want to sit and try a new wine every night for the month of December. I just thought that one was a lot of fun and a lot more reasonable than the other wine ones. There are a ton of them out there. There's also beer advent calendars, but the same thing. One, the shipping is insane, and they start at like $150. I'm sure they're super fancy bottles of wine and glasses of beer, but I don't know. Yankee Candle, I don't know if they are going to have one in the US, but if you're a fan, which I know a lot of us are, of Yankee Candle, their advent calendar that they're advertising in the UK is only $30. It comes in a cute little gift. It's like an octagon, and it has their little mini candles. I think it has 12 of them in it for $30, which is a great deal. But they have not, actually, I'm sorry, it's 25 days, not 12. So for $30, you get 20 of their little mini candles. I think it's on boots.com is where I found it, which is a UK only. They don't ship to the US. So I'm hoping that Yankee Candle is going to have one for the US. I don't have details on that yet. I don't know if it's going to be the same box and they just haven't released it to us. But again, if you're in the UK and you're looking for an amazing advent calendar, $30 for 25 of the mini Yankee Candles, that's amazing. And then one last honorable mention. So this is an interesting one. You can find samples of last year's. I don't know if we have any specifics on what this year's is going to include, although they apparently do have one coming out this year. But it is from Love Honey. It's a couples calendar. There are several of these out there. It's not a completely new or novel idea. But this one, they have a 12 and a 25 day. And it's really nice toys. So for the 25 days, $160, which definitely seems like a lot. But I saw they have a list, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they have a list of the products that are in there, because there are products in there, like they have the Womanizer, if you're familiar with that. Horrible name for that product. Whoever thought that up should have been fired. But it's a great product. If you're a fan, then you may know that that product is like $120 by itself. That's one of 25 products that's in the box. They have the $12 or the 12-day one, which is $120. So an average of $10 a product. I saw the list. Pretty much everything in there would cover that value. And I believe that that particular product I was mentioning is actually in both boxes. So even if you get the $12 box, you cover that $120 value with that one product. They do have a his and a hers box. I didn't get all the details on that one, so I don't have any specifics, but I know that they are cheaper. I think they were around $60 to $75. I think they were only 12 days, but don't quote me on any of that. You'll have to go check it out. The brand again is called Love Honey. And I know you can see samples of the products that are coming in those boxes. So if you're looking for that one, 25 days of fun naughtiness with your significant other, there's a box for that. All right, did I make it to the bottom of my pile? Let's see. Oh, if you were interested in the Friends calendar, I do actually have a note on that. It is available October 15th and it's $25. And it is, they are Christmas ornaments. So you make an ornament a day. I can't remember the details. You can go and look specifically at it and it shows you what's coming in the box. But yeah, so that's a super fun one. And then if you are interested in the couples box, there is a cheaper option. There's called Tingle Touch, which is available on Amazon right now. It is only 14 bucks. So you can imagine what you're gonna get for 14 versus 120. But I don't think there's any toys in that one. It's more like, I believe it's an advent calendar that has little cards. So it's kind of more like a game, and each card has like 3 things to pick from to do each day with your significant other. So it's a really cute box without going full NC-17. All right, I think that's it. If there's probably still, like I said, I don't know how many I just covered, but however many I just covered, I'm sure it was only 10% of the advent calendars out there. So if there's a specific brand you're looking for, I check them out. I'm sure they have either a holiday collection or specifically an advent calendar. Then of course you can always keep an eye out for those Black Friday sales. But if you are specifically looking to score this year's hot advent calendars, I hope I gave you a head start. All right, so down below in the description, I will put some links to some websites that have some more sneak peeks and spoilers, websites that I used when I was doing my research to compile this list. If you want to check that out and do a little more research on your own. And make sure you leave down in the comments. Let me know what awesome items you're looking for this year or what boxes you're excited about. Let me know what boxes you bought last year. Did anyone buy the $1,200 box? Obviously I did not. I actually didn't buy any of the expensive boxes last year. I might get one this year, we'll see, but I certainly am not going to be buying 60 of them. Those channels that host a whole bunch of advent calendars, more power to them. I hope they get them sent to them free for review, because as you can see, this can be a very expensive hobby, which is why I want to detail as many of them as possible so you can make an informed decision and get the ones that you really want without breaking the bank. They're still expensive. But that is all I have for right now. Happy shopping, and like I said, let me know down in the comments what you got last year, what you're getting this year, all that good stuff. All right, bye.